I'm Jo, and this is a place where I talk about all my knitting and at the end a bit of life. I have filmed some of my lovely garden in bloom, so I shall put a bit of video of that before you hear me speaking. I hope you're all doing really well, and I hope you're coping okay in this mini heat wave we're having in the UK at the moment. It is still very humid and 25 degrees heat, but it has come over very thundery and cloudy. I think it's cooling off again tomorrow, hence why I'm in a lovely little cami top and shorts. You can't see my shorts, but I've got shorts on today. It is really, really sticky hot. So I'm just going to get on with what I've been working on. There's a pile behind me. I've got a lot of W.I.Ps, as you know from previous podcasts, but I feel like I haven't done that much this week. It's only been 5 days since I last posted my last podcast. Today I had a bit of an opportunity to film before we go out anywhere. We might go out for some lunch somewhere nice today. We did visit my father-in-law yesterday, so I might put in a little video of his garden, because his garden's looking really nice as well. So yeah, every time I go to knit on something, my hands have been really sweaty. I've dropped stitches on my sock and I've dropped stitch on my cardigan. Thankfully, I haven't dropped any stitches on the Gansey. I've only been able to knit it of a morning and of a night time really. Last night I sat out in the garden and knitted on Gansey. It was really lovely. The light was really good for Gansey, so I was really chuffed. I got about 5 or 6 rows going last night. I'm sat on the edge of my bed and it is hurting my bum already, but there you go. We're just gonna carry on regardless. So the Jana Gansey is this one, and the link for the pattern is on my main menu, and then you click more and it will take you to the links at the bottom. There's only one link in there at the moment, and that's for the Jana Gansey. So this one's for my brother-in-law. He'd only seen the stockinette part of it. He didn't want to see any pattern or anything. So I've come a long way. I've only got this left on the comb. And now it sounds like it's raining outside. And I've just put washing in the washing machine. Never mind. There we go. So this is how far I've got. I think I've done, because this is for the armhole now. So there's the gusset, and this is the armhole. I think I've done like 2.5 inches, something like that, maybe 3. And I've got on it this for 9 inches now. Thankfully, my husband was the same, and it was 9 inches. So I've written down how much of the pattern repeat I have to do to get to 9 inches, so I'm not measuring, don't need to, but so it's the knit front and back, right side, wrong side, and then knit the knits and purl the pearls on the other side. So it's just a lot of moss stitch. I think the moss stitch is like 124 stitches, and then 26 either side of the moss stitch, and it just repeats on either side or either end. And as you can see, the weight, the needles are bending in the middle. So I don't think that the stitches were on hold in the last podcast. I can't remember if I said or not, but I had trouble putting them on this cord last week. Awful trouble. Because it's so sticky and the yarn is 100% wool, that was really making it difficult to put it on the needles, or onto the cord, sorry, and I just find it really quite difficult to do that. It's on there now, so it hasn't, I haven't lost any stitches, which is good. So that's all on hold. So I knit this front bit for 9 inches. Due to some, I think I have to decrease 6 stitches, which will be done in the moss stitch, so you won't see that. I'll do them on the knit, because it's a double moss stitch, I'll do them on the knit bits. And then that gets put on hold, and then you pick up the back stitches, which is on this cable here. Trying to do it so that I'm not losing stitches. So on this cable, this here, I'm going to, and then I knit that for 9 inches, and then it will be onto the neck bit. So I'm getting there. Really pleased with that. I wonder if I can show you the whole thing, if anyone wants to see it from there. It's really big now, and it's quite heavy, and it's like knitting on a blanket on your lap, and in this heat I find it quite difficult. I've been trying to fold it up so I'm not got a whole blanket on my lap, because it's too sticky for that. But yeah, super happy with that. I got woken early this morning, so I've been sat in the kitchen knitting on this while my daughter was having breakfast, and then she made a mess, so that was great. I had to clean all that up this morning, but as my husband was out fishing. So that's the Johnny Gansey. I should have another cone of, I use another 500 grams plus 100 grams, so I've got another 2 big 500 gram balls, but for some reason this just does not seem to be going down. It will, because when you're changing from knit pearls, it uses up more yarn anyway because of the pattern. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, that will be that. So I'm really been enjoying knitting on that. As I said, my hands have been quite sticky hot this week. I'm hoping that next week I can crack on and try and finish the 9 inches. That would be amazing, because then once you've done the other back of 9 inches, you do a 3 needle bind off. It's got little gussets on each end. The neck is, you leave all the neck stitches on hold, and then you knit the ribbon for the band. Excuse me. You knit the ribbon for the band, and then you pick up the sleeve stitches, and then you're decreasing down for the other bit of the gusset, and the whole sleeve is decreased right down to the cuff. So whatever stitches you're on, originally it will be right reduced down to, like, I think it's 184. I might be wrong, I'm not sure. Quite a lot, a number of stitches on the thing. Let's have a look to see if I can find. Sorry, 144 stitches, and then reduce it right down to 91. So that's, you decrease either side of the fake seam, because the fake seam comes all the way down as well. So you decrease after you've decreased your gusset stitches to 1, then you'll have the your fake seam going down, and then you'll have, so you'll decrease right down to your cuff basically, and then you do the 3 inches of ribbon at the end. So the sleeves won't take me long at all. What I'm trying to achieve is get the pattern done front and back before my little one breaks up for the summer holidays. This week's been quite a busy week so far. It's only Wednesday today, but we've been lots of places, different parks and stuff. So I haven't had much of an opportunity to be knitting on Gansey very often. So my father-in-law's socks have had a lot of loving, so I shall show you them next. In the last podcast, I'm sure you've seen my little bag, Bellica yarn, sorry, and blimey, it really is raining. This is the first sock, which I showed my father-in-law, and he was super happy with it. And he said, "When's my next sock coming?" I said, "It's on the needles." This was a week ago. So this is the other sock. So it's a 80 stitch count. It's an 80 stitch sock. I've knit the length of it just for 6 inches this time. Heel flap and gusset, and I'm now just decreasing the stitches, an SSK and a knit 2 together. This pattern is the Summer Lee School of Socks. I'll link it. I'll put a thing at the bottom. So once these are decreased to the 80 stitches again, I knit this for 8 1/4, and then it's just a toe. I've been knitting on these quite a lot. We've been going to the park with my daughter. We found a new park, and I sat under the tree on Monday and knitted on some socks. So, and I knit them in the car. And what I'm trying to do is just keep this solely for car. So I just keep it in my rucksack, and I don't tend to take it out now unless we're going out in the car, and then I'll knit them when we're in the car. Because what's happening, it's taking over. I'd rather sit on that than pick up a big Gansey in the heat. So I was watching a podcast, and I can't remember the podcast it was. Rowberry Knits, I think it was. Yeah, and she was saying about an SSK, and when she knits an SSK, slip slip knit, to decrease stitches, it looks uneven, and when you do a knit 2 together, it looks really neat. So someone in the comments had put that how they do an SSK is a normal way of doing an SSK is a slip slip knitwise, knit the 2 together. This commenter said that she does it another way, so I thought I'll give it a go. So she slips it knitwise, and then the second stitch she slips it purlwise, and then knits the 2 together. And actually it comes up just like a knit 2 together. I'm hoping you can see that. That's a slip slip knit. And then this side there is the knit 2 together. So I really liked how that works, how that is. And I did it for the top of for the heel, and that's this side. I hope you can see that. I like the way that is. So that's my go-to SSK now, so I hope that helps. If you find that your SSK is not as neat as knit 2 together. It come up really well. I'm really chuffed with that. So that's his sock. I haven't got much to go really. and I don't know whether I'll be casting on another sock. Silly to say, I've got so much sock yarn, and I think I probably will, because I knit on it when we go to the beach and that in the summer. So, because socks are really portable, aren't they? I've just got to remember, it's just for the car and when we're out and about, and don't knit it at home. So there you go, that's his socks. So that's that, and then I've only got that much left. The last time I did him socks, I did a white cuff, heel and toe, but I didn't this time. I just done it in one plain colour, or one ball. And the fab thing is, which was unintentional, because it doesn't bother me, they're going to be matching socks. Super happy with that. They're going to be matching. That I've never been able to get socks and it matching, so that's that. And then my other thing I've been knitting on is the W.I.P, which I dropped a stitch because I thought I'd be clever and watch TV and knit without looking, and I didn't realise I dropped a stitch, so I had to go back. It only laddered down 2 rows, but I managed to fix it, that's fine. Not concentrating, overtired, overheated. So it is the Merino Blend DK. Really nice yarn. It is a thinner DK. I have tried the cardigan on, and it does seem to be a bit clip under my arms. I did knit a bigger size. I knit a 36 to 38 inch. It is supposed to be like, it's not supposed to be a fitted cardigan, it's supposed to be, it looks like that. But mine just doesn't seem to have a lot of room under the underarms. So it's coming, it's in my knitting project bag. And this is it. I might see if I can try it on and see what you think. So I'll put the yarn on the floor. Oh, sorry. This is the yarn. It's like a net Teary, it's called. And I bought that on Wool Warehouse. I've still got 6 balls left. So I was fretting that I wasn't going to have enough. And I like my sleeves quite long. I don't like to have them short. I like them right past my wrist. So this is that. And this is how it's turning out. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. I don't need it in this heat. So I've done, since I last seen you, like 2 inches, and it's on a little stitch marker. I love knitting. Yeah, I've done about that much. Not a lot, but it's progress, isn't it? So see if I can try it on for you. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit better because I've had different cardigan jumpers on. So, that's all right. Oh, it's looser than I thought. So it has to have a button band on. It'll come over like that. And then the button band, I think, there's no button holes on it. Yeah, it looks like a good 2-inch button band, which will bring it out to about here. And I like that. I want to knit it longer than it is. I like mine about 12, 13. I don't think I'm going to have enough yarn to do it for 13 inches. The pattern says to do this now from the underarm down for 9.5 inches. I'm going to do it to 10. and then 2 inches of ribbon at the bottom, and I'll be quite happy with that. So it will just sit where my belt is, and then I should have enough then for my sleeves. So what I'm with this ball I've got at the moment, I'm going to finish this ball and measure and see how far that gets me. Oh, I'm happy now because I've put it on with a thinner top, summer top on. That's all right. I like that. So it's a DK yarn. It's made out of sorry, it's, yeah, let's see the label. DK yarn. Oh, Merino Blend DK Superwash Wool. It's a 50-gram ball, 96% pure new wool and 4% viscose. So that's good, 50 grams. But the only issue I've got, dare I say, is that I keep having to, I think one ball gives me 4 inches. So I keep having to change balls all the time, and I just want to keep knitting until the 100-gram ball goes, but because you're knitting 50 grams, I keep changing patterns. Sorry, keeps changing wool, but yeah, happy with that. I have also got the hoodie, Bessie's hoodie from Tin Can Knits on the go as well, but I'm not going to show you that today. I haven't really made any more progress on it. I finished the back, and I think I've picked up the stitches for the front, and I've knit a purl row, and that's it. And it's really raining now. The heavens have opened, so I don't know if we'll be going out anywhere today. We'll just have to see. But then that means plenty of knitting time, plenty of Gansey knitting time. So yeah, that's it today. I'm just going to look on my notes. So the garden is looking really nice in bloom, and I'll show you some videos on my father-in-law's garden at the beginning of this before I speak. And then, sorry, itchy eye. Yesterday I did a little short, and I don't know if anyone's seen it. I had quite a few views, which was really nice. I was seeing to the garden and thought it was a stick, so I picked it up and went, oh! And it was 2 moths mating. But it looked really realistic to sticks, like bark of trees. You must go and see it because it is amazing. When we got back home, one was still on the plant last night, but the other one's obviously flown off, or whatever's happened to it, I don't know. But how amazing is that? I've never seen that never seen that before, moths like that, especially moths mating. It was really cool. So go on my Knitting Bird channel and you should see that from yesterday's post. As I said, yesterday we went out to my father-in-law's. We had a bit of a shed panel we bought for him because his shed is about to fall down. It got really wet in the horrible weather we were having at the beginning of this year. So we went out, we had some soup and sandwiches and just spent the day with him yesterday. But it was really hot, and he was in shorts, and he's 93, bless him, and he was in shorts and sandals, and he was really struggling. We were all struggling yesterday. So that's what we did yesterday. On Monday on Bank Holiday Monday, we found a lovely park. It's near Newton Ferris, which is about 20 minutes drive from us. And it was really lovely. It was a big pirate ship and slides, and my daughter was getting me to go down the slide because she likes to watch me go down the slide, but she doesn't like going down on her own. There was an obstacle course where we all had a go, and I had to hold Annabelle's hand to steady her and balance her, so she had a go on that. We sat under the tree and had a picnic, and then she asked for chips and a sauce, which is her cue of, can I have my iPad now please, I'm bored. So we did go and find some chips and a sauce. We didn't have my iPad, so we used my phone, and then I ran out of data. Oh, so we'll have to take her iPad next time and hide it in the boot. So done that. Yeah, and other than that, it's been a busy-ish time. My husband's going fishing tomorrow. Oh, and my granddaughter's birthday was a week or so ago, and I gifted her my cardigan, and as soon as she opened it, she went, "Nanny, can I open it please?" I said, "Of course you can open it, it's not a problem. Can I try it on?" Well, of course, I was very delighted she wanted to try it on. We undid the buttons and it fits her perfectly. I'm afraid I can't put a photo up because my daughter-in-law doesn't want her to be on social media, but that's fine, it's not a problem. But it fitted her so well, and she kept it on all afternoon. So I have shown it in a previous podcast. I can't remember, I haven't got a photo. I must have deleted the photo, so if you want to see, go back and look on the other podcast. And that's it for me today. Short but sweet. Next week is going to be a bit of a different video. I've got quite a big cupboard of yarn. Either really nice merino, sock yarn and that sort of thing, and one side is full of Gansey yarn, 100% wool, Gansey, and a lot of acrylic yarn, which is what I'm trying to use up out of my stash. My husband come home with a different storage idea, because I'm really worried about moths at the moment, because they're everywhere and I've got knitted stuff everywhere, so I'm a bit worried about that. So next video I'm going to do a bit of a yarn organisation. I hope you will like it. I know I like to see people organise their yarn and what yarn they've got and all of that, so I hope you enjoy that one, so look out for that. Please comment please on here, because that really helps with the algorithm and everything else. And a thumbs up. So I've had some lovely thumbs up. Yeah, so please, like, subscribe, comment. I love seeing all your comments, especially about what you've been knitting on, or any tips. So yeah, keep them coming, thank you. And that's it for now, and I'm hoping I can post I'm going to film on a Tuesday and post on a Wednesday. So that is what I'm going to do going forward in every week. And that's it for now. So take care, happy knitting, and look after yourselves. See you soon. Bye.